Hello everyone. I don't know if I'm going to post this today. I've already posted two on YouTube. But anyway, I'm really getting into the Tim Ferriss podcast. I talked about this before, how it took me a long time. I heard about Tim Ferriss a long time ago. You know, Joe Rogan talked about him, Sam Harris, and it was like I had too much on my plate, right? I listen to four podcasts regularly: Joe Rogan, The Very Bad Wizards, Sam Harris, and then last year I started with Sean Carroll, which is fairly new. And then I added another one, like Eric Weinstein, has two in the can. I've watched two Eric Weinstein. I love him. And then Tim Ferriss. So, and I go when I get into something, I go whole hog. I've watched or listened to every single Very Bad Wizard podcast. It's 160. Sam Harris, I've listened to every one of his podcasts. Sean Carroll, I've listened to every single one, beginning to end, every single one of his podcasts. Joe Rogan, I've not done that. That's too much. Joe has like 2,000 of them. And it's just, and he talks about MMA too much. So his podcasts aren't as tight, although, you know, I love Joe. So this Tim Ferriss, I'm on episode 4, and I think this is 2014. Yeah, April, May 2014. And Ryan Holiday, what an interesting young man. Now, if you want to feel unproductive and stupid, at the time, Ryan Holiday was 26 years old, and he had already written 3 books, bestsellers. He's fucking millionaire, fucking amazing young man. But anyway, what I wanted to say in this little clip here is Tim asked him about TV, film, documentary. Do you watch documentaries? And he goes, yes. I wish I could watch more. And he talked about, I think, The Fog of War was one. And he goes, and I'll tell you what, Ken Burns. And he's watched every single one of Ken Burns' documentaries. Same here. I've not gotten to the National Park one. It's in my queue in Netflix, but he said exactly. And why? And he goes, I don't even care what the subject matter is. If Ken Burns is doing it, I'm watching it. Because he is so above everybody else. Not even close. He is the master of documentary. And he, back in the 80s, his first documentary is on the Brooklyn Bridge, and I've seen that. And he was just right out of college when he did that one. And then you had the Civil War, of course, which is like 12 hours. Just incredible. I've seen that twice, the whole thing. And everything he does, he is the master. Not even close. Even today, there's some people who are getting better. I watched Oliver Stone's, what is it, Made in America. I forget the name of it, but the whole 12 hours or 13 hours. Maybe it was even longer. And I liked it a lot. I thought that was good. But still, you're not Ken Burns level. Ken Burns is the master. And he's a perfectionist. And by the way, Ken Burns, August, I believe this month, or maybe September, he's doing it on country music. Oh, I can't wait for that. If you've not seen Ken Burns' jazz, whew, all right. Ken Burns is the best. That's all I have to say. All right.